Hello peoples, welcome back to my channel. It's time for Avatar The Last Airbender Season 1 Episode 4 called Into the Dark. Where last we left off, Aang had just been caught by the Earthbenders. The prince had scampered off after his uncle lit himself on fire, but he's a firebender, so that's normal and fine, in order to get chased by the Earthbenders. We found out Jet, not so nice a guy. Really? Like, intentions good means not so much. The machinist is perhaps a traitor, giving information to the firebenders to protect his family and son. Intentions good means not so much. Basically, the last episode gave me severe trust issues. Now we're going on to episode 4. If you like this reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, and help this newbie channel grow. Let's get on with the episode. This damn little curly hair, I tried getting rid of it, flat iron and everything, and it's just like, nah, I live here now.
Earth Kingdom soldiers aren't particularly tolerant.
He started the fight and left you behind and ran away. I'm really starting to see what kind of person he is.
I'd say that was a burn, but since Zuko is Fire Nation, it was a moist.
What do you think will happen to us?
That was an excellently timed scream, prisoner.
But the Earthbenders aren't exactly kind to their fallen foes.
Earthbender, I understand having Iroh there, because he literally, fire. But Aang was airbending. Shouldn't at the very least they be curious about, oh, you're supposed to be extinct? How are you here?
Were you working with the enemy?
Okay, that silence, that's answer enough, I think. Because it should be just an immediate no. Or, no, you don't understand. It was a double cross. Something, except, I'm caught.
Were you helping the firebenders?
Oh, they're doing this in front of his son? Why are you doing it in front of his son, man?
Yes.
That seems unnecessarily cold. Though I guess you would want to know if your father's a traitor. Would you want to know if your father's a traitor? Ugh.
The only reason Omashu has been left alone is because of whatever small service I provided them. Sokka, you know what it means to make hard choices? Your father had to leave your family to go to war, leaving you, just a boy, in charge.
I don't remember him being told that. Did that happen off screen? But in the last episode, didn't he
to survive,
like lie and say that his father was just too busy being a warrior, not that he hasn't seen him in 3 years?
I found him. Aang's in prison.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot that they wouldn't know where the heck Aang is. Are these the Earthbenders looking for my firebenders? Say something! Well, hopefully you're not dead now. He's gonna bust out his uncle. 100 years ago.
Oh, hey, Boomy.
There's nothing like earthbending masonry.
At least Iroh has some kind of respect for other cultures and bending practices, even if he is still part of the ones exterminating everyone else.
That's what a century of war will do.
A war started by the Fire Nation. And a war the Fire Nation could end.
See what I'm saying here? It's your people's fault, if that wasn't clear.
If it were only that simple.
It is. It is that simple.
My brother, the Fire Lord, victory or defeat. Nothing else matters. Not even the loved ones lost along the way.
That's
Oh God, who did Iroh lose?
Catch me? You could show him this isn't the way. He'll listen to you.
He will not listen to him.
I mean, he owes you that much.
On the contrary, it is I who owe him.
How? He's your nephew. I want the backstory.
The only way in or out is through the palace. The Avatar's lost.
But would the Avatar be lost if they went to the palace and went, by the way, your only hope of defeating the Fire Nation is in the cell. Maybe you want to let him go. Actually, maybe you want to show him some earthbending while he's here.
What about the tunnels? You told me you've seen them. Unless that was a lie too.
Oh, you've been caught out.
If you believe the tales, vengeful spirits guard the passages.
Haunted tunnels.
So,
Okay.
No doubt. There's nothing I can do about the palace guards.
I'm sure there's a reason why they haven't just communicated with the palace guard about him being the Avatar and stuff. But since they haven't stated it in the show, and I haven't seen anything, it's just going to annoy me of how it feels like that trope of, you know, one good conversation and this would all be cleared up.
To the pit.
Is it the pit of despair?
You're going to see the king.
That guard has great eyes.
It's my Fire Nation contact.
Tell him you'll meet him. Then go to the Earth Kingdom journals and let them know that.
No. The Firebenders made it clear. Any resistance and they'll send everything they've got at us.
Let them come. The Avatar has returned to the world. It's time to fight.
Somebody get that kid an assault rifle. He'll take care of it.
The prisoner you requested.
I feel like that king should have retired by now. Does he have no children?
He is the Avatar. And he's very, very good at rock skipping.
Is that his friend? Is that, was it Boomy, I think was the name? Wow, he really is old. Yeah, it is his friend.
Boomy!
Pine bark? What idiot told you to put pine bark in it?
You did.
I don't think you should do that.
Throw him a feast.
Really, that king should have retired by now. Is this rescue going to be unnecessary? Is she going to start carrying her own water?
Jet.
Everybody needs a bell on this show.
Betrayed us.
Innocent? Spies, traitors, is that who you wanted to save?
Like,
Not
there was
everyone
like just
out there is the enemy.
servants,
Stand against
employees,
us.
children.
I thought you were on our side. On my side.
Jet, my man, she's known you for like a half hour.
I am nothing like the Firebenders.
Well, she can freeze? When did she learn how to freeze? The freezing ability makes the waterbending extra cool. Not sure when she learned that. I guess it was in the scroll and we just skipped by that part. It seems like it's not that hard to sneak into this place.
You! Well, what are you gonna do?
Your uncle or the Avatar? What will you choose?
Short ribs from Kangaroo Island. They practically jump into your mouth. Seaweed stew. Heard it really helps with your complexion.
I'll take the stew. I don't eat meat. Was this a test?
What?
Oh, checking to see if he's actually Aang.
More like a... Oh, those monks were always a bit flighty. Am I right?
Okay, I'm not gonna keep doing the laugh thing.
It
Just
was a tragedy.
we're just gonna skip by all the puns.
Let us leave.
More pun.
Don't you care?
He's lived through the entire war since childhood.
Have you been fighting the same fight for a century? You may be 100 years old, but you haven't lived for 100 years.
Can't make me believe you've lost hope.
Maybe you shouldn't have challenged him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yep, he saw it as a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
They found a bard for their party. He's getting a little too into it.
That was all kinds of right. So what are you doing here?
I guess they have weed in this
What are
world.
you doing?
Getting high and being hippies.
That's what we're all about. Those are the tunnels.
I see.
It's a tale of two lovers.
Okay, story time.
They learned earthbending from the badger moles, becoming the first.
That's how you learn earthbending?
Love is brightest in the dark. Remember that, especially if you're going to go into the dark void from which no living being ever returns.
Well, the story was nice until there. And back to guitar playing.
It'll be okay. There's nothing
Bards.
to be afraid of in there.
Secret I've heard that. Secret tunnel. I've heard that like from reactors and places. I guess it's from the cartoon?
They're doomed.
Ah, the Zuko chooses uncle. Is there hope for him yet?
There are many around these parts who'd be very interested to know that the famed Dragon of the West is in their midst.
How the hell do they know that? Give a fake name, dude.
Someone might be tempted to take matters into their own hands.
Is he one of the people that would like to take matters into his own hands?
And I've got all the time in the world.
Yep, he's one of those people that want to take matters into his own hands. I guess he did very bad things in his youth. So he has total faith that Zuko's going to come for him.
Direct path is not always the best path.
Boomy, what is this?
What is he doing?
Maybe I'm trying to show you there are no easy journeys for the Avatar.
I think he knows that already.
And maybe I just wanted a bite of rock candy.
So is that actually rock candy, or is he just that crazy? 'Cause either way, I'd believe either one. Two roads diverged in the Yellowwood.
I'm coming, Uncle.
I'm so glad he went after his uncle, because I wasn't so sure for a second there that he wouldn't choose the Avatar, and that he still had some growing to do about his priorities.
Put out your light.
It's full of
What do you
stars.
know? Love is brightest in the dark. Get it? It was a clue. It's like the minstrel said. Love is the answer. Love is all you need. Love makes the world go round.
Now you're listening to
Song
the
lyrics will
minstrels?
guide you.
My problem is you're not taking me seriously.
Dad put me in
You're
charge.
not Dad!
Yes, this is the time and place to have this conversation.
We could go for some of her seal jerky.
Or noodles with the hot broth.
Man, I
Maybe
haven't had
some.
breakfast yet. Stop talking about food. I like the chocobos. And it's cute that they have armor on. I wouldn't drink that. Oh, you're not getting a choice.
No, in Ba Sing Se.
Was he
the city had to
in Ba
ration
Sing
fresh
Se?
water after the first
He
year
was
of
in
the
Ba Sing
siege.
Se.
My brother, though, he had a soft heart.
Had. Past tense.
He gathered food and water from his
not looking good for you, my dude.
children. He was on watch the night you torched the Eastern Wall.
And when he says you, he means him personally, right? Like he personally killed his brother? Oh, things... I don't think he's making it to the pit. Not if there's... If he can get an opportunity for there to be no witnesses, I don't think he's making it to the pit.
Was it worth it? I was a soldier. You were a butcher.
Why waste the apple? What'd the apple do?
War pushes us to the edge. Some of us don't like what we find there. Is that your pitiful way of saying you're sorry for what you did? I wasn't talking about me. You know nothing of loss.
You're making assumptions there, bro. I want backstory. Are we getting backstory?
After his son was killed.
So, his son was a hero, and he'll
his
be
son was
forever known
killed.
as a coward.
What a great honor for you and for Lieutenant to die in the service of the Fire Nation.
Well, I see where you're coming from. And people who have that mentality, me being alive seems better.
Lieutenant gave me this. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things.
My God, Zuko has a heart. No, I can see the chin wobbling. But then again, the loss feels not to downplay the loss of a child, but since they are the instigators, they are the bad guys trying to lay siege to a city, and his son died in that, the pain feels less for me.
You're getting good at that.
Would you stop playing with your water?
Jet might have gone down the wrong path, but he was pushed that way. Just like Sai was.
She's not wrong, but still, what they did, bad. Bad.
You led the tribe and protected us with nobody to help you. Dad never had to bear that kind of burden alone.
Very true.
That's not right.
Is that a tunnel or a wall?
Crystal,
We were here before, but this wall wasn't.
The
how's that
tunnels
possible?
move.
A true test of whether or not you are prepared to be the Avatar.
Prepared to be the Avatar. He is the Avatar, prepared or not. It's him.
The Boomy I know, a fun-loving, happy kid who
It's
loves to skip
been 100
rocks
years.
and
The Boomy you knew was 12.
I believe that kid is still in there.
Very clever. It's all about games with you, isn't it, Avatar? Who cares about responsibility?
What? He was frozen in an iceberg. This looks like an arena. Where does Hat go?
To play.
To
the death.
No, I'm not going to kill the king of the Earthbender city while in that city's dungeons.
I knew the crystals were wrong.
I mean, you can't say the crystals were wrong when the tunnels changed. The crystals might have been right until it changed.
Can we do I told you so later?
And you didn't know the crystals were wrong. The idea was sound. It was a sound reasoning. Do they have bears there? What did they learn earthbending from? An otter or a badger or something? Oh, holy hell. Badger. The chocobo said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't kill anyone. Back to back. I said don't kill anyone. Ah. Ow. Ah. Oh, shit.
What's going on? Are we dead?
What happened?
Love is brightest in the dark.
It's blind?
They don't navigate by sight, but by feeling.
So basically, if you're nice to it, it's chill. Boomy has gotten quite bitter.
You'd have known about that if you'd been around. But you weren't. You left us.
Frozen in an iceberg, man. Like a whip. He made it into quicksand?
It's time for the games to end.
So just let him go. This is that thing where the bitterness has corrupted the brain because this makes no sense. You're upset that he wasn't there before, so now that he's there, you're gonna kill him? Then he won't be there.
Let it fall, then.
Just tilt it to the side. Tilt it to the side. That's all you gotta do.
Well, kid, you sure know how to bring the house down.
Aha!
You think like a child.
He is one. He made the bison whistle?
You're right. I wasn't here for the world. But I'm here now.
So stop trying to kill him. Pause again. It's been a couple days. Now that I'm thinking about it with the whistle. Where is Appa? Does he have a Pokeball? And he just puts Appa inside of it? But every time they go someplace, Appa just gone. Don't have to worry about him. He's feeding himself. He's chilling. Pokeball. That's what I'm going to assume from now on.
You're under attack?
We will be, but we will be ready. Fortunately, a source tipped us off. It's time Mashu rejoined the war. Oh,
Time to fight. The cabbages guy. Yo, Iroh is not gonna die, is he? Ugh, Fire Nation. What did happen to his eye?
I've come fully prepared. All the tea I need.
Gotta have that tea.
I don't need a babysitter.
How about a friend?
And an uncle. Did his father do that?
Everything I need is on this boat.
Tea. Appa! He's out of his Pokeball.
Let's get you home.
Okay, that wraps up episode 4. I have some issues with the episode. No, actually, I don't have issues with the episode. I have issues that I always have with all shows and movies when I feel like things could have been cleared up with a conversation and they just don't have that conversation. There were moments of that here, and also of people not being reasonable. Like his friend, that the age, the dementia was hitting because what he was doing was not logical. I want to see the inside of Appa's Pokeball, which at this point I'm convinced he has. I am very happy I got some backstory for Iroh and Zuko, and that I had some kind of view of humanity from Zuko, because up until now, all I had about him was douche. So now at least there's some more humanity there. I would like to see what happened to his eye. Like, I hope they don't skip it because it's in the cartoon. I haven't seen the cartoon. I'm getting a vibe that maybe it was his father. Maybe he wasn't. His father maybe didn't think he was trying hard enough, or maybe he gave him an order that he couldn't complete. I don't know. The secret tunnel. I had heard that before, as a meme. Like I said in the reaction, I guess that's from the cartoon. Not sure why it became a thing. Maybe people just like that song. I don't know. Now we're going to continue on our trip to the north. I do feel like Aang should have maybe learned a little bit of earthbending while he was there, but he feels like he's on a schedule, a time crunch. Kyoshi did not say how quickly he had to get to the north. Maybe whatever's going to happen is not even going to happen until he's there. Like maybe he's going to be the catalyst. But he has no way of knowing that, so I understand that he feels he's on a time crunch and he's got to go. He doesn't have time to learn earthbending. Now we're going to go on to episode 5. Hope to see you all there. Later.